I needed to get a copy of Return. I needed to read the ending to have a shot at changing it. I was inside Scratch's ending, a perverse version of reality. The townspeople brainwashed. Everyone and everything revolved around Return, as if it had just been published.
A spellbinding tour de force.
Sold out.
Return is a story that can't help but pull you in. Characters echo each other in unique and surprising ways. The overlap scenes in particular are rich examples of this theme.
The tragedy of Saga losing her family is a blatant commentary on a woman's struggle to balance her personal and professional lives.
Hey, those are kind of like the dolphins we had here.
The old gods of Asgard are back. Wake clearly knows what his fans want to see.
The gut-wrenching ending in which Saga is left to die in the lake is modern horror at its finest.
Fellas? Alright. Elmo?
I could see the round windows of the writer's room in the photo. That's where I had to go, to rewrite the ending of Return.
It's a sick, sick story.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Oh.
I could... I could get out through the back. I had the book now. I could write my ending to Return. I had to get to the writer's room to stop this horror story.
They really
This was
stuck
an
it to me.
obsessive, egocentric nightmare, all revolving around a vain monster of a writer and his final divine work of art, the novel Return come true. It wouldn't stop here. It would keep spreading. I needed to reach the writer's room. Write a new conclusion. Was Scratch's insecure need for fame, for praise, drawn from my psyche? I would bring his sick fantasy crashing down around him. I had to find another way inside. Alice? What was that? Alice was dead. Was this a trap? Or was Scratch torturing me?
Very inconvenient that I have no weapons now. I don't know where to go.
Got the fuck up!
Here, Alan. It's safe here. We're safe in the light, Alan. For now. But he's very pushy.
Rose, right? From the diner. How are you here?
I'm here to save you, silly. I got your instructions. I found every hidden message you left for me. In the radio, in the wind, in the forums on my Alan Wake fan site.
What? No, Rose, I haven't been leaving you any messages.
Oh, I get it. Yes, Alan, only a crazy person would think you've been leaving them secret messages. Wink. But now you need to get your butt upstairs, Alan. This shit won't right itself, no matter what William Shakespeare said.
Right. Thank you, Rose. I'll do what I can. Upstairs. The writer's room must be in the attic. That's where the windows were.
We'll loop around and come together, Tom. I have put everything ready for the visitors. I'll come to wash the floor of your room next. All you need is water and Vileda. Water is the oldest bulb. Water finds its way. What water brings, it takes away. It can be clean or dirty. It can give life or drown it.
Ahti. I didn't expect to see you here, but it makes sense. Can you help me find my way? One last time.
Now there's a devil in the fish trap. Don't be spooked by it so that shit won't start beating your underpants. Okay. I'll get the door open for you, Tom. There you go. The matter is a stake. Now comes the end of the rhyme.
Thank you.
My mind plays.
I I was here. I needed to write the ending. I only had one chance to get this right. I needed an ending that took everything already in return and extended it into a conclusion that would save us. Only the perfect ending would work.
Rewrite the ending.
Return's ending was an eternal deerfest that would keep spreading. Given time, Scratch would plunge the world into his nightmare. I had to stop that from happening. I had to write one more chapter for Return. A perfect ending that would save us all. I was the only one who could write it. Everything depended on this. On me. Any second now, Scratch would burst through that door to stop me. Every plot thread dangled in my brain. It suddenly felt impossible. Something stirred in the room, coming to me. An idea. Victims and monsters. The ending has to fit the genre if it's going to work. In a horror story, there's only victims and monsters. If there is a hero, they will ultimately pay a heavy price.
I won't let the horror story take Logan and Casey. They were dragged into this. They need to survive. Non-negotiable.
Not just them. We need to try to save everyone.
The ending will have to be dark no matter what. The more people we save, the greater the cost. And the hero must pay the price.
The scales always need to balance. Something felt different. I'd never seen myself in a vision before, but it fit. Saga and I were both at the center of this story. She was now my co-author. This was the beginning of the end. We were characters in a horror story, charging blindly towards the finale. We still didn't have everything we needed. This would not work without the clicker.
What's going on? Am I in the field office? No. It's the mine place. Nothing's working. I can't think straight. My work, it's all gone. What the hell is happening? I can't sense anyone. Where is everything? I can't leave. Why can't I leave? The dark presence took over Casey, stole the clicker from me. The last thing I remember is him throwing me into Cauldron Lake. I'm in the dark place. I'm lost. I don't know how to get out. I don't know what to do. That wasn't me. Was it? What? Failed who? What's happening to the case board? The board says I failed them. Who's them? I let everyone down. Logan, Casey, myself. This is my fault. My daughter is dead. My partner was taken over by a monster. I'm trapped in a dark place. Powerless. I'm not powerless. What is happening here? This isn't me. Casey. Casey depended on me, and I let him down. I wasn't watching his back. I got wrapped up chasing the wrong lead. He needed me. Now he's turned into a monster. He needed me. Logan. I neglected my family for my job. I was too thrilled by the cases, the mysteries. I liked how dangerous the work was. And now that danger has destroyed my family. It killed my daughter. No. I'm a failure. This is what I deserve. I'm a terrible mother. I let my daughter die. Scratch took Casey, and it's my fucking fault. Scratch. He's using Casey now. Like he used Wake. Something's very fucking wrong here. I hated him. Night Springs. Logan and David love that show. Their weekly ritual. This case. This room. Is any of it even real? Story. My life, my family is just part of a book. Another white asshole deciding what I get to do, how I get to do it. He took my daughter from me. I'll never be free of this story from him. He used her. She's not dead. God damn it. No! I'm done with this. It just keeps coming back. Casey was being corrupted, and I did nothing. Scratch was Wake. How could I miss that?
Alex Casey. Subject seems physically weakened, with some confusion about his whereabouts and events. Concussion? Similar symptoms to those being becoming shaded individuals. Exposure to the shadow is suspected, but not confirmed. You knew he was hurt. You knew the dark presence did something to him, and you didn't care. You only pretended to care when it was convenient, and the second he became a liability, you let Scratch have him. Bright Falls interviewer Kieran Estevez. Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. Oh, we read this. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence. There were so many hints. How did you miss that Wake was Scratch? It was right under your nose. Wake was Scratch. Wake was Scratch. Wake was Scratch.
It feels like I'm trapped in a nightmare. Stuck in an echo chamber with all my fears, my doubts, my insecurities. There's no way out! The cult was just the beginning of the spiral. I spent too much time away from Logan. I never should have trusted these. It was so obvious the Koskela brothers were behind the cult. Logan. The horror story used her.
I've had it with you cultist maniacs.
I never should have left Casey at the hotel by himself. I hate this, but it's all true. I had tried to silence these thoughts. Focus on the case. But I can't escape them anymore. I'm drowning. I need a way out before I'm dragged under. No. There has to be a way out. I need a way out. Oh, God. None of this is real. I've lost it. I'm not even here. The mind place isn't real. A case about supernatural darkness. I'm having a full-on psychotic break. I dragged Logan away to a tin can in Watery. She's dead because of me. There has to be a way out.
You're the worst mother ever.
Scratch was too much for us. I should have made Casey stay behind. Casey was hurt. I should have been watching his back. My badge. Never should have taken this case. No, I'm not reading anymore. I can't do this. It's too much. It's crushing me. I'm lost in this darkness. I need a way out. It's over. There's no point trying. Everything is lost. There's no way out. No way to fix this. There's no way out. I'm stuck here forever. Just me and my past. My guilt. My mistakes. I'm not getting anywhere. I'm stuck. But this is my mind place. My mind. Everything I need is here. It has to be. Oh! The lights! No. No. I'm not giving up. Focus, Saga. The answers I need are here somewhere. I just have to look.
Anderson, look, after Miranda left, it was, well, I was in a bad place. You dragging me to those dinners at your house with your family, it really, meant a lot. Thank you.
Hey. Just calling to say thanks for your note. Oh, sometimes I just get in my head too much. So, thanks for pulling me out. You're really the best, Mom. Really. Okay. Talk soon.
For what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love with what you're great at. That will teach her so much. There will be so many times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, and even your own sanity. Things get dark. Remember to trust your love. Trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love, Mom.
Hey, Mom. I made you a charm bracelet for good luck. I made a matching one for me, so bring me back something cool from Washington.
I am honored by this award. Thank you. While our agency must continue to improve, the work we do here, protecting communities, pursuing the truth, it's the most important work there is.
Stop blaming yourself, Anderson. A knife in the arm is just part of the job. If you're gonna keep fussing, you can get the hell out. But leave the whiskey.
I saw this online and it made me think of you. Okay, what are you doing? Don't make a big deal out of it, Mom. No hugs, no hugs.
Not the worst mom.
I can't let this place make me question myself. I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not a perfect mom, but I'm doing my best. Logan was just being nice when she gave me that mug. I never deserved her. It's not too late. I can still save them. No matter what I do, someone will get hurt. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid. I'm my own worst enemy. The fears in my head are stopping me from trying. From leaving. Casey trusts me. I know he does. I'll just let him down again. Our job is dangerous. Casey himself told me that. It's no one's fault. Fault! It is! It's okay to be afraid. But I can't let this end here. I can't! I just want it to stop! Giving up won't make this stop. Logan needs me. Casey needs me.
What's up, Maxim?
I've made mistakes. I'll make more. But I can do better. And I can start by leaving this room. I'm afraid it will hurt. But nothing will hurt more than not trying to save them. It will hurt. But I will fight. The dark place tried to trap me here. The only way to leave is facing it head-on. Wake called it a nightmare. I need to dive into that nightmare and find a way back home.
Now I have access to everything again.
Saga, wake up.
The payphone was ringing. Somehow I knew the call was for me. Hello?
It's me again. You need to go to the statue at Parliament Tower Plaza. To make your ending come true, you will need what's inside the shoebox there.
The ending? A shoebox? Who is this?
It's Alice. Holy shit, dude. All the... Him?
Agent Anderson. Is that really you? Sorry, this place likes to play tricks.
Sheriff Breaker? What happened to you? How did you end up in the dark place?
I was brought here. Snatched away from the morgue by a man named Orland Dorr. Been trying to piece it together for... well, it feels like a long time now.
Who is this Dorr person?
He's here. Somewhere. I've been seeing his face in my dreams for years. This whole thing is insane. But he is much more than he seems. He's connected to all of this.
I need to get to Parliament Tower Plaza. Do you have any idea where it is?
This place, it's like trying to find your way around in a dream. I've been trying to map it, but it keeps looping, shifting. Like there were many versions stacked on top of each other. There is a page. Describes Dorr finding his way through this place. I tried to follow the steps, but no luck.
Can I see that page, Tim?
Of course. In fact, it's the page I tried to give you back in the morgue in Bright Falls. Huh. Now that I think about it, maybe Dorr brought me here to keep you from reading it. Here. I'm gonna keep looking for Dorr. The closer I get, the closer I feel to waking up. I need to find the man behind the curtain.
Orland Dorr walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. He stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
I know what I need to do. The door to Parliament Tower Plaza was at the construction yard.
Orland Dorr walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. The rain didn't seem to touch him. He sensed his steps were being observed, documented into the story. He allowed it, this one time for this one reason, to be passed on by his unwilling disciple, to read at the right time. The ocean that was the dark place took the shape of New York City, drawn for the mind of Alan Wake, in part for the writer to navigate his prison, in part to torment him as he struggled to find his way out. Dorr was not bound by the rules as Wake was. He came and went as he pleased. For now, Dorr entertained the writer's fantasy, for a purpose known only to him. At the edge of the plaza, he stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there, another part of Wake's fiction. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
This is the first time I've seen a page about Orland Dorr. Who is he?
A door that stands between two rooms is in both. A door that can lead anywhere is everywhere. That door is the center. He governs the currents of reality.
With all the powers mixed up in this, it's hard to know who's playing who. Opening too many doors. This isn't important right now. I can look into it later. The page describes him moving through the door. How can I do that?
The dark place has many faces and many names. It is a mirror, reflecting all possible realities. The family of Doors have the power to shift between these realities, here and elsewhere.
If I can find a way to navigate through this nightmare, maybe I can find a way to get back home.
Okay. So I need to find the door in the construction yard. Dear God, I don't know where the construction yard is. Is it back here? Maybe I just walk through this door? I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There is light and there is darkness. There's guilt and there's atonement. The scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. There's a long journey through the night, back to the light. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. The fuck?
I made it. I need to get up to the street and find that statue.
You let me drown! You pushed me!
Enough already. The clicker. And some kind of bullet. Shining with light. How did the clicker get here from Washington? Yes?
Hello. You don't know me, but you need to listen.
Hold on. How did you know the clicker would be there?
This is important. Alan's lost. He doesn't have the ending. He needs your help to finish the story.
How am I supposed to help him from here? Okay. I'm in the dark place. Wake is in Washington. I could talk to him in overlaps before. My mind voice is more powerful than I ever knew. So I tried to contact him. Alan, we need to talk about the ending.
Saga, what is this?
My mind place. I've reached out to you like this before. but I understand more about it now.
You see visions too. I used to think they were ideas, inspiration, but they're real. Just like this now. I try to use them to make the story come true.
So this is coming from both of us. Maybe that's how we could communicate in the overlaps. We could use this to stop Scratch.
First, I need the ending.
So there's a problem with the ending?
I don't have the ending. It has to be perfect, but I don't have time to figure it out. I don't know what to do. Fuck. I'm so sorry. This whole thing is a fucking mess.
I agree. But we can still figure this out. And what exactly does perfect mean?
The elements of the ending need to come from the story's pre-existing parts. To make matters worse, this is a horror story.
So the ending has to be earned, set up by the story. You can't build a case without supporting evidence.
That's the only way to make it stick.
You don't need to tell me this is a horror story.
Right. The ending has to fit the genre if it's going to work. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
There must be a way to bring a hero into the story.
If there is a hero, they will ultimately pay a heavy price.
I can't let the horror story take Logan and Casey. They were dragged into this. They need to survive. Non-negotiable.
Not just them. We need to try to save everyone. I have an idea how to help Casey. He's a real person who I twisted into a character. He isn't my creation, so he isn't a suitable host for the Dark Presence. I can write that into the ending to drive that fucking thing out of him.
Well, if the ending has to fit the story, this is how I see it. Return is a story about a story that comes true. And I'm a character in this story.
Not just a character. The hero.
Okay, a hero. In any case, I've been through hell to be here. And this is my life. It feels earned to me that I rise above the story and be there to create the ending.
Yes. That's what we're doing. Here, now. We're figuring out the ending I need to write.
This isn't Scratch's ending. But this isn't your ending either. This is our ending. You aren't the only one deciding these things anymore.
You're right. I can't do this alone. Every time I write, things only get worse.
You beat this thing back in 2010, Alan. And here you are doing the same again. You're a hero too. We're in this together.
Then let's bring it home.
The ending will have to be dark, no matter what. The more people we save, the greater the cost. And the hero must pay the price.
One of the heroes. The scales always need to balance. Fuck it. Let's go with this.
Are you sure?
There's no time for anything better. Scratch could be here any second.
Then that's our ending. I have the clicker. I'll find a way to get it to you.
And I'll get the pages down. See you on the other side.
I need to retrace my steps back to Caldera Street Plaza. I arrived in the dark place through the fountain. Maybe I can leave that way too. Caldera Plaza is back through the subway. I have to hurry.
Thank you. I had forgotten how to get there. Yeah.
The fountain at Caldera Plaza could be my exit. The subway will take me there.
Thank you, God. Jesus. I didn't ignore them. I just totally didn't see them. Oh. Like there's a door somewhere.
Alan?
Saga, I finished it. The ending we talked about.
I have the clicker. And the bullet of light. Let's do this. I have to be the one to do it.
I feel like I've always been on this journey. Okay. It must end here, this darkness. What lies under the surface now shifts. A play of shadows catching my eye, thrusting my face into the water.
He's here.
It's shockingly cold, past the mirror of the surface. And I will see.
Casey?
The end. Scratch! Now!
A white, searing light of truth that for a flash pierces the shadows and reveals the hidden horror. And in that moment of silence, the whispered message finally heard.
Come on, you motherfucker! Come on!
What if there's nothing waiting to be revealed? The play of shadows fool us all, subterfuge to get our price of admission. Darkness not as a monster, but as emptiness. We're none the wiser. No answers, no truths. The hero turns to look inside, is destroyed by what he sees, and is redeemed. Saga said we're both heroes. I'll pay that price. So will she. We are here to kill the monster. I pray nothing comes after this. Nothing but sleep. This is how we win. Is it too easy? What if this is still the dark place? Another dream to wake up from, always coming back to the beginning. The memory of what came before burned away by this terrible realization. Maybe it's a mercy, forgetting. To know nothing when we loop around, back to the...
Is it over? Anderson?
Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah. I love that.
That was awesome.
Oh yeah. This game was like
Yeah. I liked it a ton, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. I liked back and forth. What's funny is when we first started, we had like the mind place. I was like, oh, I don't know, this is just stuff. But it really
No. I felt the same way about the Mind Place at first, where I thought it was going to be real cheesy and like, oh, this is where I go and like solve the cases. And then like halfway through the game, I was like, every time I got something to go into the Mind Place, I was excited to go back there and like connect the dots and stuff. It's one of those weird, it's like a lot of games where they introduce a gameplay scenario, like a gameplay aspect of how to control your character, and at the beginning of the game you don't like it, but by the end you're like, I can't imagine this without it.
Yeah. I also just liked how you were left confused, but you should be. So there was so much of it that you're just like, I still can't figure out what's going on. You guessed or knew the whole like Scratch is Wake.
Yeah.
Or you at least thought that Scratch had been the one that came forward.
Yeah. Which turned out to both be correct and incorrect at the same time.
No, all of it was.
I didn't see the clicker at the end of the game is what caused Alan Wake to show up at the beginning of the game. I didn't see that coming. What's funny is it still doesn't explain who the fuck Warland Door is.
No.
So that's still that's still a wide open mystery.
We know that he's dark place. We cross all of this just.
Yeah, he can cross it at free will, and he also doesn't seem bothered by anything on either side.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little piece of dust.
But honestly, like, it's so funny to think about the first game versus
Oh, it's like night and day. Like, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the first game.
Yeah.
But this game, if the first game was like on a scale of 1 to 10, and this game is a 10 out of 10, that Alan Wake 1 is like a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
It's surprising how much they've improved on the whole concept since then. It's almost like they wrote the first game with an idea, but not like an idea of how to wrap things up. Just like, this would be kind of neat.
Yeah.
And then a combination of this and Control like really brought the universe together. Oh wait, hold on.
This part is just for you. After the haunting started, I got in touch with an organization that was still looking into what happened in Bright Falls. I went to their offices and something happened there. After I got home, I could suddenly remember everything. I remembered being trapped inside that lake. A dark ocean with echoes of myself. My fears, my photos. Inside a dark tide of madness. The same events and images looping again and again. And then I saw a light. Your light. You dove in just as I swam out. You never drowned. And you're still there reaching out. That is what the haunting is. I can see you because I've been there too. I chose to come back to the dark place. That is why I put on this exhibition. I had to mislead you so that I could get you to where you needed to be. The only way out of your loop is destruction or ascension, light or dark. And we've covered the destruction part many times over. And we're getting to the ascension bit by bit. Time means nothing here. You'll still need to go through the loop. But I will keep showing you the images you need to see, the light you need to see, until you're ready. Alan, I think we're getting close.
It's not a loop. It's a spiral.
But there's something about like there were people in the comments of my Alan Wake 2 or my Alan Wake 1 videos that were like, I hated Alan Wake 2. And they commented that they didn't like the fact that Alan Wake 2 doesn't have a happy ending. And I was like, those are the kind of stories that I really, really enjoy. I enjoy stories because, like, real life doesn't always have happy endings.
No, I've always appreciated yeah, that aren't afraid to be dark, aren't afraid to let the bad guy win or the good guy die. No, all happy.
Big island words, painted lips with soot, made an empty shell of your lies, exquisite hurt, as the truth takes root in the hollows of your eyes. Sensation tormenting, and I'm closer to the edge. Temptation enduring, yet I taste regrets.
Space invader. Looking cute in a human suit. Secret agent.
I'm afraid I've played games before where if I hit skip, it cancels any extra fun. I don't know why there's multiple sets of quests. Very weird. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably the main game and then the 2 DLCs.
Deep press, deep press.
This is Lake House.
Clock stopped, and another shoe was dropped. What a mess, what a mess. Deep press. 6 deep breaths, forget all the rest. Sharp pain. There's something in the
You don't
way.
like the non-linear aspect of the game?
Deep press.
I can understand.
Forget all the rest.
I can understand people who don't appreciate the non-linear aspect of the game just based off of, you know, some people have a difficult time, like, reorganizing all this crap in their minds. And I used to have a really hard time with it, but I've read a lot of books and seen a lot of TV shows and watched a lot of movies that have that function in them, so I've gotten much better at being able to connect that stuff up.
I also think, like I said, I think in this game there's an element of it wanting you to be a little discombobulated.
Yeah, that's the intent.
With the, like,
They want you to be
non-linearness,
confused.
Yeah, and like where you jump back and forth between Saga or Alan. Because I won't say that I'm the best at putting everything together. I also think there's an element of something like this that if you're not paying close enough attention, like, you can't really multitask if you're a viewer just watching this casually, because you're going to miss stuff. And that would make it more difficult to put the things together at the end.
Yeah, for sure. Because, like, playing the game was confusing for me at certain parts, so I can definitely understand being a viewer. It would make it even worse.
Well, and especially if you don't remember, like, where we had the DLC, or the part of the DLC with, like, Jesse or even Estevez, where they talked about the oldest house. This is all stuff from Control, so if you don't remember Control, you're not going to remember this. Heck, stuff from Quantum Break. If you've not played that or you're not familiar with it, you're like, there is a bit of like, this is a whole universe. I was like, world, that's not correct. And so you really need to have all those parts for it to be at its peak, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I don't know what this thing is that says the final draft, but I'll have Cappy look that up and see if that's something I need to look at, or if that's just like New Game Plus. Well, I'm not going to do anything with it right now. We're going to stop anyway. But yeah, so that's going to be, you agree with Cappy? Yeah. Mom agrees with you.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I very much appreciate it.